Thank you very much, Chairwoman, and it's a pleasure to be on this subcommittee, and I look forward to your leadership and that of the ranking member over this Congress. I know that every member of our subcommittee wants to advance American interests and counter China's influence in East Asia and the Pacific. And every member should want to strengthen our supply chains, boost economic cooperation, and protect our national security. And I believe that every member understands the only way to achieve this is by building alliances and partnerships. As we look at the last 4 years, I believe that President Biden understood these points. It's why he led a historic effort to establish one of the most significant security agreements in generations, Australia, United Kingdom, United States Security Pact, as everyone knows is AUKUS. And it's important to just break it down and share that, the AUKUS improves that monitoring and increases deterrence in the Indo-Pacific. It allows the United States to continue our leadership in emerging defense technology. Pillar 1 created a pathway for Australia to acquire nuclear submarines. Pillar 2 created deeper cooperation between all of the three allies for advanced defense capabilities. Now, many businesses in my home state of Rhode Island are working on technology included in AUKUS, like the Virginia-class submarine, or they're developing technology for Pillar 2, like the next generation of underwater drones. And so this agreement promotes national security and boosts local economies with good-paying jobs. It strengthens our relationships around the world. Mr. Fontaine, could you share why it's so essential that we continue the work of AUKUS, and how can we work to strengthen cooperation as we move further into Pillar 2?
Sure. Thank you, Congressman. Well, Pillar 1, I think the case for that is probably straightforward, but to increase over some years, but nevertheless, to increase the number of allied nuclear-propelled submarines in the key military theater is a good thing, especially given China's increasing capabilities across the board. So we want that, and of course, the Australian participation in Pillar 1 of AUKUS is a significant injection of several $1 billion into the submarine industrial base in the United States at a moment when we're behind on sub production, and so that's a good outcome as well. On Pillar 2, in a way, a lot of the hard work has already been done. The Congress, went through the exercise of ITAR reform, which is always, throwing sand in the gears of some of these ability of countries, including some of our closest intelligence and military partners, to cooperate with us in technology. So that part has been done. We've taken our lumps from the French for having, participated in the subcontract. So a lot of the hard work has been done. On Pillar 2, I think that the key is to have some quick, visible wins, because this is a proof of concept, right? This is not only something that could work for the U.S., the United States, the U.S., UK, and Australia, but if this goes well and we can show that things are possible with Pillar 2 that otherwise wouldn't be, then Japan, South Korea, India, other countries can plug in on particular projects in a similar sort of fashion. But we haven't seen the quick wins yet, and there's a bunch of potential projects. I mean, the Australians have some unique capabilities on quantum, PNT, position, navigation, and timing. You mentioned unmanned undersea capabilities. In a matter of months, 12 months, 18 months, 24 months on the back end, not years, to show some quick wins on Pillar 2 would give some serious momentum to AUKUS, and I think demonstrate its utility to everybody.
And I greatly appreciate your point of emphasis on growing partnerships. And I'm hopeful that, after the past 36 days of the Trump administration, that the administration will demonstrate that they value these partnerships, that they understand the value therein. Because, we've seen questioning our transatlantic alliances, we've seen foreign aid freezes, and we want to lower the temperature and ensure that our friends around the world aren't going to question our commitment to our values. And jeopardizing those would be a problem to proceeding as we should in AUKUS. And so, it is my hope that that we don't have an absence of American leadership, because if that is the case, China will take advantage to fill that vacuum, reaching out to our allies and partners, being more of a threat in the Indo-Pacific, and doing the work to really combat our values, our sense of our leadership in the world, and that's a message that I think we can all agree on. With that, I yield.